Hello, I'm back. Hi Ben. I took one day off because I keep feeding my parents and I think they're all going to gain a bunch of weight, including me. Somehow I gained 6 pounds in the past 2 weeks. I wonder why. Like zoinks, past the Scooby Snacks, I'm here. Hi Shag, good to see you. Yeah, so I gained 6 pounds in the past 2 weeks. I wonder why. Maybe it's because we all managed to eat a pound of cheese in one day, among other tasty treats and baked goods and all that. And also, shout out to Shag for suggesting I do this on Patreon on the Patreon chat. So, yeah, thank you. It's very creative. I thought it'd be fun. And hi, Veronica. Good to see you. So, yeah. I am now 2 followers away from affiliate. If you saw my podcast on Patreon, I talked a bit about that. I'm glad Discord is working again. I can't wait for a movie tonight. Yeah, me either. I actually just saw Uncharted in theaters because it's my mom's birthday tomorrow. So we all went out to go see a movie at our local independent theater. Tuesdays are like, I think it's like $6.50 for a ticket. So it's a good deal and the people there are so nice. Just a few more, so excited. Yeah, because I do have the average of 3 streamers. I have now today, since I'm streaming, I have the stream 7 different days in 30 days. I've already beat the 8 hours in 30 days, so I just need 2 followers. 2, just 2, and I'm there. So it's exciting. I'm very excited about that. I wanted to send a special shout out to my patrons. Who are here. Uncharted is basically an action movie in game form, so it's perfect sense to make a movie adaptation. I really liked it. A lot of the action shots were very, very unique, and I'll just say it was so cool. It was so cool. So for my patrons, I want to say thank you, and I think I actually forgot to mention in the podcast, but basically, I got this book. I ordered it because a restaurant I really like came out with it, and yeah, I'll get the other one I have that's signed. One sec. So I went to this restaurant twice. Actually, the first time I went, I took someone I met on Discord actually about like a year and a half ago. So I met them on Discord and I took them out to see a castle, and then we went out for lunch here. And so I got this book there, and it's signed by the head chef. And so they came out with this baking book, and so I decided to get that too because it's very high quality. It has the paper is very good. It has lots of photos. It's a really great cookbook. So I'm going to be doing the savory pie dough for that today. It looks so good. Cooking from scratch. Cooking from chicken scratch. A doctor's handwriting cookbook. I love that. Yeah, so as you know in the title, today I'm doing my take on Kiki's delivery service fish pie. Wifey's here to watch. Hi, Lane. Good to see you. Yeah, so the original pie is herring and pumpkin, and I have neither herring nor pumpkin, and frankly, that doesn't sound too tasty. Now, I've had pickled herring before in Newfoundland. I can have maybe 2 fillets of it. It has a very strong fishy flavor, and I've had it fried, sauteed. It's just personally not for me. And, pumpkin's not in season. I didn't feel like that, so I'm actually doing a salmon pot pie because I have all the ingredients around the house, right? So, yeah, so I'm doing a salmon pot pie. I'm going to be doing it in a dish like this, and I'm still going to put the fish and do the designs as best I can. I'm actually not too great at putting pastry dough in anything, but as much of a patchwork as I usually do, when it bakes, it all works out. GHIBLI food is the best. Yeah, it always looks really good. So I'll be doing that. So I'm going to start off with the dough because it needs about an hour to chill. And then I'll start on the filling. And since this stuff, the dough takes a long time and the baking takes a long time, I'm actually going to be moving to the living room to play Rayman while we wait for certain things to be ready, you know? So it'll be like a bit of cooking, a bit of gaming, you know, a little bit of everything. So we're gonna have a fun time today. Not that we don't have a fun time most of the time. Actually, I think all the time we have a pretty good time. Yeah. Ronald says hi. Hi, Ronald. Let's McFrickin' lose it. That vine kills me. Yeah, so, yeah. So I want to say that with my Patreon money, like, yes, it does help to pay my phone bill and, like, all that kind of stuff, but it allows me to get stuff like cookbooks to try. Like, I'm thinking of looking into maybe getting the Fallout cookbook or the Street Fighter cookbook, because I've actually never really done street food, so I think that would be really cool. So when you subscribe to my Patreon, you get some goodies in the mail, and you also get to influence what I do, but your money goes towards supporting the channel and bringing you new ideas and new ingredients so that all of us can learn together. Did you see the Des quote I posted in quotes? Oh yeah, I did. I saw it. I was like, where is this from? Oh, Des is great. Des is great. I got a video from him the other day as part of the Patreon reward, and it was very sweet. He's a very, very sweet guy. So that's fine. You should get a Scooby-Doo cookbook and a Simpsons cookbook. Yes, you're right. I've enjoyed the recipes you've sent me, so for sure. I'll definitely look into it. I'm working on a wish list for my birthday, but that's not till June, and don't feel obligated to get me anything. So let's get started. So for the savory pie dough, I am going to need 2 cups of all-purpose flour. As you can see, I have my massive bag of flour here. So yeah, get right to that so I can get that nice and chilled so it will roll out evenly. So anyways, how's everyone doing today? I don't think you have enough flour. It looks a little low. Mom, do we have enough flour? Yeah, we got it in like 50-pound bags, so my dad bakes all the bread in this house, so it's pretty cool. We go through the flour. Aw, you're fine, thanks? Awesome. How's your day been? How's France? France, Ohio, Colorado, and want to say Midwest, Iowa? I'm good, but I have to go, sadly. My mom's getting into me for not exercising. What the heck? Come join our commune. I'm sure it will be better. I hope you can get out of there soon. Well, you could say I'm teaching you to eat healthy. How about that? That's important. Get them thermal muscles, Shy. Who's in Iowa? I want to say Lane, but I'm not sure. Did you see the tornado? No. Okay, so I need some cracked pepper, since we don't buy pre-ground pepper. I just grind that myself. Yes, I got it right. If I remembered it. Oh yeah, today is super sunny. Like yesterday it was all snowy and stuff, and now it's sunny. Weather is just bizarre now. Okay, pepper in there. A bit of salt. What do you think? 2 tablespoons of salt? I torment them with it. I'm kidding. It's only a teaspoon. I just like tormenting you because I know you're listening. Love you. I haven't left the house. I was gonna get frozen custard, but the Jeep is broken again. Oof. Oi. Hey, Maximus. Good to see you. Thank you for tuning in. That's awesome. I'm glad you're here. Okay, so give that a little stir with my pastry cutter. If you don't have a pastry cutter, you can use a whisk for that, and then cut the stuff in with a fork. So this one calls for vegetable shortening. So I need 1 cup of vegetable shortening. So I have my tender flake right here. Oh, it's pure lard, so there's vegetable shortening elsewhere. It's pure lard. Look, it's me. It's me. I'm on camera right now. Okay, so we got the Fluffo vegetable shortening. So, just gonna take that out, cut it in half. Away we go. I may have had coffee today. So I was gonna say I had coffee today, so I'm hyper, but I was like, I'm always hyper, so yeah. I just love the look of shortening. It's like this pure white. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird. I just like it. I just like the look of it. It doesn't taste that good though. So yeah, since it's fairly soft, I'm just gonna plop it all in there. Cover that up, and stick that back in the fridge. And now my hands are greasy, and I don't like that. To quote Lemon Grab, I am not grease. So, pro tip, with anything greasy that gets on you, soap doesn't take it off. So what you gotta do is use warm water and just let it sit, and then it will melt off your hands, because otherwise you have to wipe it off with paper towels and stuff. Lane says, is there a difference if a recipe calls for almond or different kinds of flour versus regular flour? Will it change the outcome if I substitute all-purpose when recipes call for different specific flour? Okay. So I'm going to move that up here for this one. Oh, hi Dazzles. Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in again. Okay, so almond flour is ground almond, like dried ground almonds. So it's just basically nuts. And whereas regular flour, like all-purpose flour or bread flour, pastry flour, those all have different consistencies, but they all have gluten, and gluten is a specific, it works in very different ways depending on how you use it, but it creates polymers, and which are strands that stretch and give bread its texture. For instance, if you put like almond flour in bread, it's not going to be fluffy. It's going to be like a nut cake. So it's a different consistency and flavor. Like for instance, and it depends on like what you're doing with it. Like I would not use almond flour for this kind of recipe because it's fish. But I would substitute almond flour for maybe a crust of like the bottom of a cheesecake or something, since it's not like a big part of it, and almond and cheesecake would go well. So basically, baking involves a lot of science. So using like white flour, all-purpose flour, it causes different chemical reactions depending on what you put in, whether it's sugar or salt. It actually has a section on substituting flours in this book that I can read to you. That's why I need smart cooks telling me what not to do. Yeah, for sure. So I'll take a look at that paragraph, because it's actually very, very, this book is not vegan. It is not gluten-free at all. They specifically state that because they've tried and they've worked with stuff and they found that they just cannot get the right consistency or flavor. So I'll just read that part out to you, Lane. Because I find that, like, this book is very interesting because, like, although it has recipes, it also tells you, like, why they do what they do and what ingredients they use and how to select ingredients. So here we go. So, baking like a pro. That's the things. So, flour. So, on a section on flour, it says, the recipes in this book call for different types of flours. Bread flour, all-purpose flour, cake flour, and whole wheat flour all serve specific purpose and cannot be substituted. These flours have different protein contents, which translate to the level of gluten development they stimulate. The more protein in the flour, the more gluten will develop in the resulting dough. More gluten development gives rise to the dough with more structure and stability, while less gluten development gives rise to dough that is tender and soft without the addition of fat. Cake flour is the lowest protein content and gives rise to the soft, tender crumb you want in baked goods like donuts. Bread flour, also known as hard flour, is high in protein. It creates strong, elastic dough needed for croissants or baking bread. All-purpose flour is the most common flour, hence the name. It falls in the middle of the protein spectrum and works for most recipes. Whereas bread, all-purpose, and cake flours come from grinding just a portion of the wheat grain, whole wheat flour is made from grinding the entire grain, also known as a wheat berry. As a result, baked goods using whole wheat flour have a bold, wholesome, and nutty flavor and texture that is rich in fiber and nutrients. Whole wheat flour is usually not the sole flour called for in a recipe and is often used in combination with all-purpose or other flours such as bread flour or cake flour, because the gluten content in whole wheat flour is much lower, resulting in less structure in baked goods. So, yeah, so that's what they said about flours in there. It also says stuff about using milk alternatives, like, because I know you're vegan, milk alternatives such as soy, almond, and oat milk are called for in some recipes, but not in this book. If you want to achieve good results, these milk alternatives are not interchangeable where a recipe calls for cow's milk. Milk alternatives contain many additives for shelf life, flavor, and texture, and these factors often work against the chemistry of baked goods. Canned coconut milk is the only milk alternative that makes an appearance in our recipes. Please be mindful that canned coconut milk is different from coconut beverage, which has many additives that will not contribute to the success of your baked goods. Yeah, so it's basically like when you use like nut flours or like gluten-free flours like rice flour and stuff, they don't have gluten, so that's really changes the chemistry of baking. So there are recipes and books out there that do that, but this is not one of them. So you can't substitute recipes that are designed for gluten flours with non-gluten flours because they won't turn out correctly. So there's your lessons. Hi, Drassel. Nice to see you. Good. I guess it must be late there, eh? Okay, there we go. Yeah, so that's your lesson. Lane. Oh, wow, okay, that was an amazing answer in the book, too. I didn't know any of this. Thank you. I feel bad I asked such an in-depth question. Don't feel bad. I love talking about this stuff, and this book that I got thanks to my patrons is a really, really great book that not only tells you how to make recipes, but tells you the science behind it. Good question, Lane. I didn't know it, so thank you, Sprocket, for an in-depth explanation. Big brain. Yeah, big brain time. I just know some of this from home ec, but that's just the basics of gluten formation. Oh, so it's 11:20. Yes. Yeah, it's about 4:20 here. So, yeah, I'm just going to go back to the pie crust recipe, but always feel free to ask questions. You know, there are no stupid questions in the kitchen. I mean, someone tuned into me explaining how to cut an orange properly, so I'm always open to that, and hey, if I don't know it, I can learn something too, right? I would need gluten-free stuff. Oh, I do know a lot about gluten-free cooking and gluten-free baking. It's just that this book is not it. So it's working with different flours and like learning that kind of thing, because I've had to do a lot of gluten-free stuff. I used to handle like all the dietary restrictions at a summer camp because none of the people there were actually trained cooks. So I've done a lot of dietary restriction stuff. But I only leave for work at 10. Oh, okay. Wait, there's a wrong way to cut an orange? Yes, there is a wrong way to cut citrus. Well, experimentation and question is always welcome. I'm going to go grab a cup of coffee, BRB. Okay. Dazzle says, you just know what to do in the kitchen compared to me not knowing nothing, so thank you. Well, of course. It's you know, a combination of interest and self-learning, and as well as just working in the industry, right? So, yeah. So with the whole cutting the orange thing or cutting citrus is like, when you cut citrus, like, you know how there's a white part in the middle? It's called the pith. Like, for instance, when you cut lemons, like for a restaurant, like you ever get like a lemon wedge with a Caesar salad and it's full of seeds and it has that pith on it and then it squirts everywhere. And then you have to pick out seeds and all that. So if you want to cut citrus, you cut it into wedges and then you lay it flat, cut the pith and take the seeds out. And then when you squeeze it, or if you bite into it like an orange, you just get the pure juice and all that instead of like having to deal with pith and like stringy bits and all that. So, yeah, anywho, I'm going to cut this shortening into the flour. Yeah, Maxie, so, yeah, that's basically a different way to cut citrus. I learned that when I worked at a French bistro, and we had a Caesar salad, and so we had lemon wedges to go with it, and it was just, like, it makes it easier for the guests, because I've been in restaurants where, like, I'm picking out seeds and all that for... and, you know, squeezing it goes everywhere. So it just makes your life a lot easier to do that little extra step. That's just little tips, tricks, and hacks. What fish are you using for the pie? Oh, yes, I'm using salmon. I'm using canned salmon. I just peel oranges, never thought to cut them. Ha! I do it because, like, I really don't like the pith or, like, any sort of, like, texture from it. I basically suck all the juice out of it unless it's, like, really tender. So, yeah. So you want to, like, use a pastry cutter or forks to make it so it's crumbly. You don't want it to be, like, super, super fine, but you want it to be nice and even crumbs. I always cut oranges because I hate eating the white part. Yo, Lane, I'm the same way. Like, you should see me when I'm at, like, mandarin oranges. I'm there, like, I peel them, I section them, I take every little string off them, and I'm like, like, if I'm eating mandarin oranges, I spend more time preparing it than I do eating it. Not a fan of the pith. Pith lord. Okay, cool. So yeah, now it's nice, like, even crumbs. I'm going to add the cold water. And that's really actually all that's in this dough is shortening, flour, black pepper, salt, and water. So it's 1/3 cup of cold water. Okay. And so I'm actually going to read to you, but underneath each recipe is, like, sort of why they did what they did. Oh, I've only had oranges mandarin, but cup already cut up. Oh, yeah, like the canned ones, right? I love the white parts. Oh my gosh. Okay, so, like, if I ever go to South Africa or you ever come to Canada, I'll just be there eating the orange and, like, I'll be handing you the pith. So for the savory pie dough, it says, our savory pie dough is another one of our cooking hacks. By eliminating sugar and adding a small amount of black pepper, you get an equally flaky, delightful pie crust that pairs better with savory pies. And this one makes 2 10-inch or 25-centimeter shells. Speaking of cold water, I forgot to get my glass of water. Here's plastic cups. I love mandarin orange cups. Oh my gosh, me too. And my favorite was like doing goldfish with like blue jello, and you put the mandarin oranges in it, and then you put the blue jello over it. It's like, oh yay, little goldfish. Okay, so I'm going to put that in there like that, and then I'm going to get myself a glass of water because I have the thirst. So I'm just going to get my handy spoon. This is from Chef Corbin Tomaszewski. He gave it to me when I helped launch his catering company, so that's kind of cool. Me too, but you peel them and don't cut them, you savage. I love that we're calling people savages over like how they eat oranges. This is great. Wholesome chat. The genealogy of citrus fruits is a huge tangled mess. They're all interrelated. Oh my gosh, yeah. And the problem with citrus like orchards too is they can't have them close together or they start breeding and making mutants, and it's just like, it's just freaky. Like they look horrible. I mean, the Buddha's hand is something that's actually cultivated, and Buddha's hand looks terrifying. So you can only imagine the ones that they don't cultivate that just pop up. Citrus is freaky. I am very picky of how I eat food. I never change how I eat something. And one day, if I get way extra money, I'll try to get more fruits and learn to try. Thank you for this opportunity. Aw, awesome. For sure. I love fruit. I love different kinds of fruits. So if you ever have any questions about fruits or like different flavors or pairings with them and what to do with them, cooking with them, preserves, I have done all of that. Okay. I want to try bergamot. I've had it as a spice, I believe, but not as a fruit. I'm pretty sure I've had it in tea, too. Yeah, like I have it as a tea. Yeah. Hi, you're back. Hi, Shag. I'm glad you're back. You know, just tell your mom you're doing like a headstands or pull-ups while you watch this. Oops, you accidentally left. Oh, no worries. As long as you're back, I'm happy. It's nice to see a good turnout today. That's awesome. Oh, this dough is so soft. This is nice. It's not even sticking to me. Oh, that is good. Okay, so there we go. It says to knead it for like 1 minute, so I'm gonna do that for a little bit. Yeah, it's nice. It's smooth, not sticking to my hand. I like these people. The other book I have from them, Earth to Table Every Day, I've actually done like over 10 of their recipes on there. So that's why I knew to get this one, because like it's Earth to Table bread bar, and so they do a lot of baking and pastries and stuff and catering with baking. So I knew this was like definitely a good purchase. They make the best pizza dough in the world. Best pizza I ever had, and I made hundreds of, like I've made thousands of pizzas. Like I worked in 2 pizza places, I worked pizza station, like all these restaurants. Like pizza is a science to me, and like I've been doing this 14 years, and this is like, yeah, their pizza dough is like the best I'd ever had. Have a wonderful, beautiful, awesome day, all you human beings. Aw, that's really sweet. Okay, so you have to go see what to make for dinner. Had a late lunch. Well, I hope you have an awesome lunch. You can always tune in while you eat, or you can just eat with your brother. I hope you have a wonderful day. So you're having hazelnut coffee with honey and pumpkin spice and barbecue potato chips. What a combination. Barbecue. I'm like, oh, fancy coffee, nice, like barbecue chips. Okay, I think that's good to go. So I'm going to wrap this in some saran wrap and then put that in the fridge. So it's going to have to chill for an hour. So I'll say like I'll come back to the dough at 5:30. Get this stuff out of the way. Yeah, so it's important to chill your dough because otherwise it gets sticky and like it doesn't like cook properly. So I'm gonna put that away, let that chill. Okay, so I'm gonna give this a wipe, a little wipey brew. And for my filling, I'm going to use leek, tomato, and some frozen corn and peas. And the sauce is going to be a bechamel, which is one of the five mother sauces. You're feeling extremely hyper? Me too. Me too. ADHD crew. Okay, my boyfriend woke up to my cat knocking over my stat. Oh, a tat? Oh no. Okay, oh my god, I can hear my sister's boyfriend playing Mario theme on his piano in the back, and it's sending me. He went from Pink Floyd to this. Aw. So you were saying there's 6 people who live there? Because like I thought it was just you, your grandma, your sister, and her fiance. So another person moved in? Anywho, bechamel is one of the 5 mother sauces, which are bechamel, hollandaise, espagnole, velouté, and tomato. I know, it's just like it's all these fancy names and then just tomato. So, yeah. I'm gonna get that out of the way. Yeah, there's some friends staying in the living room currently until they have a place. Oh, okay, I see. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, at least you have a room now. So, yeah, so I'm just gonna cook this leek, and since it's an onion, I'm gonna soften it first with the butter. And so the bechamel is a sauce made with a light roux, which is lightly cooked butter and flour, or fat and flour. And then you slowly add milk or cream to it. And I'm actually gonna cook down these leeks in butter for a bit, and then I'm going to add the flour, cook that with the leeks, and then add the bechamel, because I don't need to use more than 1 pot for this. No way. Yeah, I like your room. I like your room too. It has like a certain aesthetic to it that I like. Or maybe it's just because you're in it. So if you're watching and you don't know, if you have room in your freezer, get a stock pot, put these ends and like this stuff in it, and then boil it when it's full, and you have free veg stock. Okay, there we go. Well, I should have been heating up my pot. You know, I swear this always works whenever I'm not on stream. Find the lighter. It might actually already be over here. Of course it's already over here. Ow. Okay. I'm gonna put that on like a medium heat because it is a very strong burner. It's a shy fire. So, oh, whoopsie. yeah, I'm getting used to sort of maneuvering this thing. So anyways, I'm gonna take my batter, let that melt, and then I'm gonna add the leeks. I'm gonna put a fair amount of butter in here because onions and stuff absorb it, and the moisture when you cook the butter makes it lose a lot of its liquidness. Oh gosh. I've read hundreds of books, written thousands of pages of essays, and I apparently make up my own words. Okay. There we go. So that's all in there now. What to do? If you're new here, welcome to my channel. I do cooking, I do talking, I play video games now. I am 2 followers away from affiliate. I have the 3 other requirements, so if you're new, please consider following me. I like making new friends, and I'd love to have you around. Hey, sometimes I can't language either. I know, right? I think one of the biggest 2 things I say like in restaurants that like confuse people is I forget the word for broom. So I'm like, can you like, where's the sweep? And they're like, what? Like, where's the sweep? And they're like, oh, the broom. Or instead of thermometer, I'll say temperature stick. So, yes. Alright, that's getting nice and melty. Since the leeks will cool it down, I'll let it cook a little bit more, and I'm going to cut the tomatoes. So I'm actually going to stir in tomatoes at the end because they give like a bit of acidity, and that works well with fish. So, yeah, and I found this out through one of the church recipe books I got in Newfoundland, where it's called dressed cod, which is basically cod in a cream sauce with dressing, which is fried breadcrumbs with savory and butter, and they put tomatoes on top, and it was really, really good. So I'm going to do that. I understand that. I'll lose words partway into a combo, especially when I'm tired or stressed. I think the worst for me is like sometimes I just speak complete. I remember I spoke complete gibberish to a coworker once. And he was just staring at me, and I was like saying something about the avocado or the guacamole or something. He's just looking at me like I'm nuts. I'm like, what? And I was like, he's like, what did you just say? And I'm like, you know, the avocado is just like, is the 3rd time. And then he was like, you just like, I'm like, oh, okay. Whoops, sorry. I can't brain. Alright, since that's bubbling now, I'm going to add the leeks to melt them down. Yeah, I just speak in tongues, you know. Butter ASMR right now. Okay, so we got all those leeks in there. Give it a stir. See, it ends up soaking up all the butter, right? So I may need to add more in a bit. Eddie, stop eating the onions. This little guy, if you ever hear me like being like Eddie, this guy's like underfoot all the time when I'm cooking and streaming. My brain forgot how to use my arms once in a while, sleep deprived. Oh no. Yeah, you're a silly one, aren't you? Silly. Should I make puppy pot pie? No. We don't eat the dog in this house. We love the dog. He's the best. He's my little brother. Alright. See, I think I'm going to turn... Stop it! No, that's not for you. And he's like, but what if it was for me? This is not for doggies. But what if it was? But it's not. But what if it was? But it's not. That's what dogs think. So yeah, you know, doing the thing is stirring in more butter. But he's hungry. It is his food time soon, so I'll probably feed him at some point in the next half hour, I believe. So yeah, you want to melt the leeks down. Me, I'm getting sleepy now. Me trying to fight sleep. Me want to watch Sparkit make pie. Yeah, I know you can't get tired too. You're hosting a movie night tonight. I'm excited. I love community movie night. It's a lot of fun. Okay. There we go. So I'm doing 2 tomatoes for this. So these are fairly firm tomatoes. I know I got a question about cutting tomatoes before. But if your tomatoes aren't firm, use a serrated knife. And remember, if you ever can't stick around, I do save my playbacks, and you can watch there. Also, Astra is possibly working on, or sorry, Veronica's possibly working on a, well, she's been backing up my videos, and possibly I may be starting a YouTube channel in the future, so. Woohoo! Hey, Octaelliptical, what's cooking, lady? Kiki's delivery service fish pie, except it's salmon and it's pot pie style because I'm not a fan of herring, and I had all the ingredients for this in the house already. So, woohoo! How are you doing, Octo? What's up? How's it dangling today? Sprocket, I think I'm going to take a nap. Okay, well, get your rest. Just take care of yourself. I know you've been stressed out a lot recently, and getting a good rest always helps with that. Okay, so I got the tomatoes, which I'm going to add in later. The leeks are doing nicely. Okay. Sorry, my frozen peas and frozen corn. They're going in there. My dad likes to keep bags around because he puts them in his ramen, and they're also good just to throw in whatever. I would do like mashed potatoes with corn and peas and like gravy on it and stuff. I'm gonna hop off though, send a pic of the pie, and I don't care when in DC when you're done. Yes, of course, I'll send it in Discord when I'm done. Awesome, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you around. Sprocket, autocorrect, bye Siri cart dear. Yeah, sorry Shag, you've been infected with my autocorrect. It's been happening to a lot of people. It's kind of a virus now. Yeah. And then... Yeah, so the leeks are doing well, so I'm going to add in some flour to make the roux. I had it before I met you. Oh no. It's only going to get worse from here, Shag. It's only going to get worse. So for roux, if you do measurements and stuff and you're not like me, you just throw stuff in. Equal parts flour to equal parts butter. And you want it to be sort of like a paste. So this would probably need some more flour, and you want to cook it down until it smells like shortbread. You stir it around a lot because you don't want the flour to burn. Fat thumbs and small keyboard don't blend. Yeah. My screen's cracked, so that doesn't help either, but before it was still bad. I'm just like, I do swipe, and I'm like, and then there's words that are like added in. I'm like, I have never typed this in my life. It keeps adding Louvre to my dictionary and forms of it, and it's not a French word. It just means eavesdropped. And I'm like, why is this in here? I've deleted it like 5 times. I do not talk about eavesdrops. Yeah, that one. That one, Yeah, it keeps showing up in my autocorrect. I'm like, why? I keep deleting this. Maybe it's not even like I've had an update recently either. Ah, well. So yes, this is turning out quite nicely. So my outfit I chose today because I know Kiki's dress is just plain blue, but it kind of looks like it's kind of sort of the same flair, right? So I just thought it would be cute to go along with the theme today. Okay. So now I'm going to slowly add in the milk. Now, it's easier to do this if the milk is warmed up first, but again, I'm using one pot. So what you do in this case is you want to put it in slow, and then you let it wait until the milk is brought up to temperature. Otherwise, it will be chunky and clumpy. And why does it have pulp? You don't want it to be pulpy. You want it to be a smooth sauce. So that's why you just let it come up to temperature. But if you want to really avoid that, you can just you can heat up the milk beforehand in another pot and scald it. It's just for cute, just for a cutie. Aw, thank you. BRB, I have to investigate a weird sound. Oh dear. I don't know. I wouldn't investigate weird sounds if I lived with 6 people. So, yeah. So I'm going to wait for that to come up. So, so bechamel is a plain sauce, one of the mother sauces, and secondary sauces come when you add an ingredient to it. 2 of the secondary sauces of bechamel that I know is Mornay, which is cheese sauce, and that's what you would use in a homemade mac and cheese. And the other one is Subi. See how it's thickening up like that? Now, like, obviously I don't want paste, so I'm going to add more milk. But the other one is Subi, which is what this would be right now, which is bechamel with some type of some type of vegetable like blended in, like an onion sous vide is done with caramelized onions. Cauliflower sous vide. It's very delicious. I like sous vide. So it's spelled S-O-U-B-I-S-E. Hollandaise is another mother sauce, and a secondary sauce of Hollandaise would be Béarnaise, which is just Hollandaise with tarragon added to it. Espagnole, which is made with a dark roux and roasted beef bones or veal bones. Secondary stock would be Bordelaise, which has like shallots and like brandy and like a bunch of other stuff in it. So basically you start with a mother sauce, and depending on what you add, you can end up with secondary and tertiary sauces. So yeah, there we go. I'm coming along nicely. The sauce is smooth, and as it like heats up and bubbles, it ends up getting thicker. So you want it to be like a creamy feel. You don't want it too thick, you don't want it too thin. So you just slowly add the milk and make sure it's smooth. So the next thing I'm going to do is deal with the salmon. So canned salmon actually uses a lot of, I guess, parts that people don't buy in fillets. So the fillets that most people tend to eat and enjoy, and personally I enjoy, don't have as many omega-3s or nutrients or protein as other parts. So the canned salmon actually has these, so it can often be healthier than fresh salmon, although not as tasty as a fillet. So I had 2 cans of salmon lying around. I figured, like, if I'm going to do this fish pie thing, might as well use the salmon, right? I wasn't going to do a tuna. Last time I baked a thing, like, with tuna and, like, cream, it's called a tuna wiggle. I ate it twice, and both times it felt like I was punched in the gut. It was, like, egg noodles, a bunch of, like, sour cream and mayonnaise and cheese, like, way too much cheese, and canned peas, and like everything came from cans. It was horrible. Like, it tasted better than it should have, but like it it did not feel good. I think I posted it on my Instagram because like, oh, like if I do stuff like and post it on Instagram, like I post like the good stuff and everything, but if I do something and it tastes bad, I will still post it and be like, well, this sucked. Because you know, it's more realistic, right? A lot of, I mean, it's nothing against professional food blogs. I definitely get why people do that, but I like to, you know, be a little more realistic. Like I burnt yesterday on Sunday. I burnt cookies on here. Like, you know, we're not perfect. You know, you see all those perfect plating on Instagram and stuff. Like those take a long time to not everyone's doing that in their kitchen, and those cooks mess up too, despite what you may believe. So I just like to show that sometimes things don't turn out the way you expect them to. So my sauce is bubbling away nicely. There. I'm going to add a bit more milk. Smooth it out. I'm going to turn it on low. There's also sauces like this, when they cool and you reheat it, they actually thicken up more. So, yeah, I'm going to deal with the canned salmon. So with canned salmon too, unless you specifically get the boneless ones that cost a little bit more, I personally would pay for that. Some people don't. And a lot of people like don't care about the skin or the bones because they get mixed in, and the bones in this, like once they've been canned and stuff, are very brittle. Personally, I don't like it, so I'm going to pick through them. So yeah. I'm also going to give the dog who's sniffing around the juice from the salmon because he likes that. My first dog, Starbuck, he is a bit smaller than Eddie. They basically look the exact same, but Eddie's bigger. I give him like the tuna or the salmon like juice, and he would lap it up, and his tummy would get all around. It was adorable. Hey, Eddie. There you go. So I'm going to pick through all the bits and just show you sort of how to do it, because the cans tend to have the same stuff. So this one, you see the skin's there. It's kind of mushy. Not a fan. There you go. And canned salmon actually is really good. I like having salmon salad sandwiches. Those are nice. So it's a good product even if it doesn't necessarily look the best. So you want to take the chunks out slowly, because it's different bits that are all melded together, right? If you just flake it, then you're gonna miss getting rid of some of the stuff that you might want to get rid of. Yeah, the sauce is nice and creamy now, so I'm just gonna leave that on low and continue to pick through this. Oh dear. No, actually, so this part is the fat. It's actually really, really tasty. So I'm not going to remove that, but you see, this is where we get into the parts with the bones, right? And you can see how brittle the bones are here. Like, I can just crush that with my finger, right? But I do not want those in my pie. One interesting fish pie is Stargazy pie, and it's a British pie that... There's a legend surrounding it, and I can't remember quite what it was, but I think it was basically some people in town were starving, and a fisherman came ashore and gave them a bunch of fish, and the stars were out, and the way they put the fish in the pie is it's a whole bunch of fish heads sticking, it's whole mackerel, and the heads are sticking out of the pie. So who knows, I might do that one day and terrify my parents. My mom's just like, Stargazy pie. She says, no. Stop it now. So yeah, I'm just going to remove all the skin. I do not want it with the skin. I do not want the skin. That's a quote from Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Which I absolutely love. That show's hilarious. I've been into Parks and Rec recently, and I thought it was amazing. Like, I can't believe I never watched it before, because I know it's, like, been around for quite a long time, right? What are you guys watching any shows right now? Oh, yeah, so there's, like, the spine. Don't want that. But hey, I can crush a spine with my bare hands. All right, there we go. That's one can of salmon down. Time for can 2. Woohoo. Lane, I love It's Always Sunny. It's literally the best. Green Man, oh my god, right? It's Always Sunny is amazing. But I heard about someone saying Squid Games. I don't know how it is. Have you watched it? Yeah, I've watched it. Squid Games is actually really good. I enjoyed watching it for sure. I would, like, it's definitely something that's really hyped up, but it is really good. It is a really good series. I love Charlie. I love Charlie. Charlie's my favorite. He's the best. My mom is terrified of Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and to be honest, I don't blame her. More salmon juice for Edward. Doggo! Yeah, I'm giving him salmon. He's still sniffing around my feet, though. So, Eddie. There you go, Eddie. Everyone likes Doggo on cam, don't they? I'm actually going to add, like, some of the frozen peas and corn and just get that back in the freezer. Just, like, a handful of that. Sunny is definitely a show to be taken with a grain of salt and not seriously. Yeah, for sure. Oh, my gosh. Oops. That's a lot of peas. Ah, well. Should be fine. I love peas. Ooh, but corn and salmon, nah, that's fine. I'll just take that out. Put that there. So yeah, I'm going to add a few spices. I'm going to add, like, not a lot of each one, but I'm going to add a tiny bit of ground mustard, a little bit of nutmeg, because nutmeg goes really well with bechamel, and some thyme, and some salt and black pepper. Big old bag of corn. Some corn there. It's cooling it down a lot because all this stuff's frozen, right? So I'll turn up the heat a little bit. Hopefully the sauce doesn't break. At the end too, I'm going to add some lemon juice. I'm not going to add it now so it doesn't curdle the milk, but more acidity would be nice. water dish by accident. This time I kicked the fish dish. At least he ate it already. Oh, your sister says hi? Hi, Veronica's sister. I am playing with canned salmon right now, so that's probably not the most exciting thing to walk in on. Okay, so, yeah, that looks okay. Slimy skin, bye-bye. Spine, you can go. I don't like you. Don't want you around. No, she's enamored. Yeah, I had this lying around and I don't like herring, so here we go. I can crush a spine with my fingers. Isn't that great? There we go. Oh, look, more spine. What kind of pie are you making? Sorry, I was caring for a tiny human. Aw, yeah. How's your baby? So it's the Kiki's It's based on the Kiki's delivery service fish pie, which is herring and pumpkin. But personally, I'm not really a fan of herring. I kind of like it pickled, but in small amounts. But I wouldn't make a pie with it. And I'm also not. We also had salmon in the house already. Not going to go out and get that. So I'm doing like a salmon pot pie, like sort of like a chicken pot pie, but with salmon instead. So I'm doing that, and since like the pie takes time to bake and the dough takes time to chill, I'm also going to be playing Rayman on my Dreamcast on the TV. I don't stream directly from anything, so it's just me pointing my phone at the TV. So yeah, I'm going to be doing that. So that's something I want to do on stream. Because I want to, because Rayman 2 is my favorite Rayman game, and it's a lot different from the other ones. It's like a platform, it's basically a 3D platformer, and it's one of the games I grew up playing, and I really enjoy it. So I'm going to be doing that as the game I play, like when I do the Eat With Me videos, like when I make something and I eat with you guys, and then after I play a video game, I'm going to be doing a walkthrough, and I'm going to be exclusively playing this game on stream. The first game I played on stream was Grandia 2, and I just loved it so much, I raced way far ahead, so the story doesn't make sense. So this one I'm just going to be, like, the thing I do, well, if I need to wait to bake something, I'll play the video game. If I eat something and y'all want to hang out and watch me play a video game, I'll play the video game, right? You might have just earned another subscriber. Oh, yes! One more to go till I'm affiliate. Woo! I never thought like I would get that many people who are interested in what I'm doing, so that's really, really exciting. What the fuck? How? Okay, I think my chat is no longer... Wait, were you... I thought you were doing that on purpose. Why was your chat backwards? Yeah, she might sub. Oh, that's great. Ooh, sounds delicious. Also, Tiny One's good. She's just a grouch today. That can happen to the best of us, right? Especially the little ones. For sure. How old is she now? I don't know how my chat ended up backwards. That's hilarious. I thought you were just doing it on purpose. That's amazing. So yeah, I'm just flaking the salmon now. I'm just stirring it up with a fork. I'm sure you all know how to do that. So I'm going to turn that up a bit because it's probably... Yeah, it definitely needs some seasoning. So she's 4 months and 3 days today. Aww, that's adorable. Good job. All right, so I'm just putting that in there. I'm just going to stir that in. See, it's this like myth that people say fish and dairy don't go well together. Like, I don't know who started that, because so many traditional dishes, like, have fish and dairy. Think of shrimp scampi. That's with Parmesan and butter. Shrimp Alfredo. Cotto gratin. Like, mussels and cheese. Like, these are all traditional things. They're like cheese and dairy, or dairy. It's like, no, dairy does go with fish and shellfish. I don't know whoever made that up, but it is not true. I'm just gonna wrap this up, and then I'm gonna add the tomatoes in there. And our filling should be done. Well, oh, aside from the spices, yeah, I still have to add in the spices and seasoning. Because one thing about bechamel sauce is that it's actually pretty flavorless, unless you add some salt and pepper to it. So yeah, I've been getting back into my Dreamcast games. Lovely Veronica, or Dr. Valius, as you would know her on there, got me some cords and stuff for my GameCube, my Dreamcast, because somehow we lost all the cords. I have all the original booklets of the games I have, but none of the CDs or the games. So she burned me a bunch of stuff and got me some cords, controller, VMUs, or the memory cards basically, and did that for me. So now I'm getting to replay a lot of my games that I really loved growing up with. So that's what you guys are going to get to see on stream when I'm cooking and all that. So it'll be a lot of fun. All right. So, time to add flavor. I'm going to add a little bit of thyme. Aw, you're sweet. Just a little sprinkle. Some salt. A little bit of ground mustard. And some nutmeg. And where's the pepper? There it is. And ground black pepper. And so up in the spice cabinet they go. Yeah. I'll give that a little taste. That's really nice. Alright, so since the sauce is cooked and all that stuff, it's going to be baked anyways. I'm just going to turn that off, set that aside. And it is now 5:10, so I need 20 minutes on the dough to set properly. So I have these ring molds here, and that I'm going to use to help make the design of the fish on top, because that's one of the iconic things about Kiki delivery services fish pie, was just how beautiful it looked, right? The fish, the design, the olives. It's just, I mean, all Studio Ghibli food looks delicious. Oh, I forgot the lemon juice. I'm going to add a bit of lemon juice. That's what it needed. So I'm going to do my best to make pastry designs. So for the fish scales, I was going to use these ring molds to sort of make little scales out of it. And like maybe I'll do that to give like more of a mottled pattern to it. So that's really, I think that's fun. I've never really done a lot of pastry designs. Like I said, I'm not very good at handling the dough, but I'm going to try it today. And if you ever have like leftover dough that's not enough to like do something with later or freeze, you can always like just roll it out and put like cheese on it and bake it. Yeah, it is going to be really pretty, I think. Yeah, I need more lemon juice. And like always, if you subscribe to my Patreon, you can get access to my recipes and everything that I make. So, just a little bit more lemon juice. I think it's good. You know, there's enough filling here. I might have to make two. I can always freeze one and not bake it. Or do little tartlets or something. Delicious. Absolutely delicious. Yeah. So now I'm going to go for a cigarette outside because I have about 15 minutes while the dough chills. I'm going to turn the fan. And is the fan bothering you guys, by the way? Like, can you hear it or what have you? I'll just put that on while I'm outside and then come back and take it off. So, yeah, I'm just preheating the oven to 425. Oh, and I'm going to have to do an egg wash. And, yeah, I talked about the difference between egg wash and road trip time. I can't hear it, but I can hear it, but it doesn't bother. Okay. Yeah, road trip. Yeah, so... yeah, see like how much dough I have and how much filling, because these kind of pies, like if you have a pie or you make too much filling and you make more, get purse, how much filling, not very loud at all. Okay, cool. Yeah, so if you have like too much filling for like any type of pie, like if it's apple pie or tortilla or chicken pot pie or this kind of pie, if you freeze it with the dough, unbaked dough, and just bake it from frozen, they're really, really good. You don't want to defrost it though if you do that. So yeah, because like a lot of the pies like you can buy in stores and stuff are frozen and they turn out perfectly well. So you can do that at home if you want to make pies in advance and then just freeze them, and there you go. It's a nice meal prep idea too, because if you make a bunch of pies and just freeze them, then you can just take it out homemade, pop it in the oven for like a half hour, 45 minutes, and then boom, there you go. So today was really sunny out. It was really nice. Yesterday we got snow. I have a magnolia. There's a magnolia tree there that is starting to bud, which is nice. And when the flowers come out, they're so big and beautiful. So I'm going to be left alone here this summer. And there's a vegetable garden out back that my dad's going to help me set up, and then I'm going to maintain the vegetable garden. If the Wi-Fi reaches far enough, I could show you a tour of it once I get it set up, because I'm going to be using a lot of stuff from the garden in my cooking as it becomes ripe and ready. I want to see them when they bloom. Of course I'll show you. Of course I show you. 2 years ago we actually had a nest of robins in there, and there's 2 robins that would come by the nest, and then all the babies hatch and stuff, and then we saw them like all their little awkward floofiness and trying to fly, and then they all grew up and flew away. But yeah, it was really cool seeing just like over there, like in that little thing there, a nest. Yeah. Yeah, we get like a lot of robins around here. Sometimes we get like a cardinal or a blue jay once in a while. I guess since you live in the woods, you see a lot of like animals and birds and stuff. Oh, there's a plane up there, but it's not a commercial plane. I don't know what kind of plane that is. So, yeah. Yeah, so once I get the dough rolled out and stuff and shaped, I'll be baking that in the oven for about 30 to 45 minutes. So we'll be playing some Rayman in that time. And then once it's out, it's got to cool. And then I'll be serving it. Maybe I'll eat with you guys, maybe not. Depends on like how my parents are feeling, because since we went to the movies, we did eat like popcorn and stuff, and my mom has her sewing group tonight. So, and they both, my mom and my dad both had like little dufflets, pastries, which are like little pastries. So she got like a shortbread crust filled with lemon curd, and he got a mini carrot cake. I have a chocolate pecan pie waiting for me. But yeah, so I have a chocolate pecan pie waiting for me. But I'm gonna have that for dessert. I'm gonna heat that up and have it for dessert. I'm not so. Yeah. Yeah, cardinals and blue jays too. Mockingbirds, crows, sparrows, woodpeckers, owls make the most uncanny noises. Oh yeah. Oh, that's so awesome. You have so many bird friends. What do the owls do? I thought they just go whoo. I thought owls were just confused about who you were. I think pigeons make weird sounds. Like I got used to them from being around them a lot, but the first time I was over there, I was hearing the pigeons. It just sounds so weird. It sounded like a 80-year-old man like having sex. Like it was so weird. It's like it's like who cooks for you? Is the sound they make. Yeah. Heard weird moans. Oh yeah, of course that brings you back into chat, Ben. Thanks for not talking until I start making weird pigeon noises at you. But they occasionally just go nuts and start freestyling. Oh my gosh, I love that. That's hilarious. Freestyling owls. Ah, animals. Aren't they great? I love animals so much. Oh gosh, the worst is the foxes. Like, you know that song, What Does the Fox Make? So, what does the fox say? But, so there's these like, so my mom was reading this story, this creepy Newfoundland story about a banshee. Um, and then she actually heard this sound. It was like, and she was freaked out. And as it turns out, so we were driving down this like main road in like one of the main towns on Fogo, it's called Fogo. The town's called Fogo. And there's just these foxes running around, this cat like running around. We're like, what is this? What is this? And they're like, oh, it's just the foxes and stuff. Like that's normal, right? The foxes make terrifying noises. We have foxes here a lot now too. We used to have a lot of coyotes that would walk down the street. Now we have the foxes. Um, they've been eating up all the squirrels and stuff, so I think the coyotes have sort of like migrated elsewhere. But the coyotes used to be a huge problem. But yeah, it's just suburbs here, but like we do have a lot of wildlife. Um, yeah, in my tent, I woke up to the sound of owls calling at each other in the dead of night, and I was so confused. Like, what the fuck? Animal is making that sound. That's hilarious. Oh my god. Foxes are cute, but yeah. We also get skunks and raccoons. There's like a raccoon that lives under our porch sometimes, and Eddie will like bark at it. I haven't seen it, but like it lives like over there. because he'll like scratch and like claw and bark at that area. I remember I used to play Magic the Gathering with my coworkers at one restaurant, and they actually lived in a house down the street from me. So like I was walking home one night and I was on the phone and I hear this and there was a skunk beside me and I'm like, oh god, no, I gotta go. So I'm like running across the street and we're like booking it home. But no, you gotta be careful, like, when you have, like, walking a small dog and stuff, especially one like Eddie, who's always barking at everything. Like, you have to scoop him up and stuff, because, like, you don't want, you know, the coyote to come and carry your dog away, right? Also have to be careful when walking him when it's really windy, because then he flies around like a kite on a string. We had a skunk that would hang around near the entrance of my old job and just block the way in. It even had babies the one spring. Adorable, but no, get close. Oh my gosh, could you imagine, like, trying to go into work and it's like, why are you late? And it's just like, well, there's a skunk outside. Or, like, trying to go into work and getting sprayed. Oh my god, that would be horrible. I think the funniest one I saw was, so I had a friend on Fogo. I met her because I do tarot card readings, and it was actually for quite a novelty. So I actually did get business there. I don't get business in Ontario because everyone's like either it's a scam or it's just a saturated market. So I did a reading for her, and she really, really loved it, and we became friends. And so she worked at this diner I like going to, and she's like, "Well, I'm late to work, and there's like 15 caribou like crossing the road." She's just blocked, can't go through because of all the caribou. We had that exact convo. I think the funniest time I had to stop on the way to work was I was on my scooter and somebody was moving a shed. So what they had was like this crane attached to like a truck, and they were lifting the shed, and the shed like is like 20 feet in front of me, like swinging. I'm like, I'm just gonna park until they move the shed. I'm just like, I was always like going into work early because I would go for a run nearby because there's a really nice trail that's pretty flat. So like it wasn't a problem for me because it's not like I was gonna be late. But I'm like, really, a flying shed? A flying shed is blocking my way. Oh, I feed stray cats on my patio, and once on camera I caught a pack of 3 raccoons scaring the kitty away to eat its food. Rip. Yeah, raccoons will do that. Aw. Our cats gave 0 fucks and would eat with a wild possum. That's amazing. I'm pretty sure all my wives are Disney princesses. We're all Disney princesses of different kind. I'm the pigeon lady, Lane's the stray cat lady, and Veronica is like the owl lady. Okay. Alright, so 5 more minutes for that. So I'm going to move the cutting board. Over there. And wipe off my countertop because I'm going to be rolling the dough out here for my pie. Get it, kitty! It's my pie. Stray cats forever. Yeah. So for this, I got this for my dad for Christmas one year. It's a marble rolling pin, and so the marble makes it's really heavy. So you don't even have to like press down on it. You just roll, and it just flattens it. It's really good. We will attract an animal sanctuary to the compound. Yes, we will. The Disney princess the princess compound. Alright, so my dad's handy sifter. Okay, there we go. Get my dough. Okay, I'm off work, wives. Be back on later. Awesome. Well, I'll see you then, Lane. Thanks for popping in. I'll see you later. It's always a pleasure. So I'm going to split this dough in half for now. Have a safe drive home. Mwah. Okay. So here, see how smooth it is? Oh wow, this dough is really nice. It's not coming apart at all. Wow, that is good dough. So yeah, this sifter thing, heaven. Ooh, smooth. The dough's not falling apart. Wow, I know, it's a great recipe. Yeah, because it's like genetic, we have problems with dough. Okay. Yeah, you always want to keep it nice and floured so it doesn't stick to your pin. One trick you can do is actually refrigerating your rolling pin before using it so stuff doesn't stick to it as much, because the fat will melt a bit, I guess. So refrigerating your rolling pin before you start doing this is actually a really good idea. Alright, so that's breaking apart a bit, so I'm going to sort of like make it a bit smoother in this area. Make it, because I'm doing it into a rectangular piece. Oh, there it is. There's the coming apart. I want it to be a rectangular piece, so I'm just going to fold that over, pat it down, do that. I didn't know that. Cooking hacks, yeah? Yeah, always the cooking hacks here, you know me. So same old G. There we are. Okay, so I'm going to place this in here, and hopefully it works out nicely. Okay, I'm going to get the pastry lifter. This is really good for doing stuff like this. It's also great for lifting out pieces of cake. Oh, speaking of cake, when you're cutting cake, you use your knife, but have a thing of hot water to put your knife in, and then every time you take a slice of cake, put in the hot water, wipe it off, and then you will never have problems with your cake pieces, slices, falling apart and all that. So, moment of truth. So, it's not perfect, but it's a lot better than what I normally do. With the pastry, at least. So, there we go. Nice and snug in there. Got some extra pieces off the side, so I'm going to patch that up. So no worries on that. So I just need to patch that up and make it look a bit smoother. Bold. Yeah. Patch up any holes. So yeah, I usually try and add as little flour as possible, but you just don't want it to stick. But hey, it ain't the perfect put in, but this works, and it did a lot better than I normally do, so congrats to me. I was taught to patch the pastry dough by lightly brushing it with water. Is that correct or no? No, that's actually a really good idea. Yeah, no, that's definitely a good hack there. I'm just pressing it in by warming it up a bit. But no, you're definitely right on that point. Okay, so that's all done there. So now I'm going to spoon in my filling. I'm going to put a wood board there. Get the pot. And I'm going to use a ladle for this one. Oh, I forgot to deglaze with white wine. Oh well, I'm sure it'll be fine. You know what? Turns out, looks like I made the perfect amount. Okay, that's awesome. Good for me. That's actually the absolute perfect amount to go in there. Now, there's not a lot of bread. I might, in the future, do like less of a deep dish so I get more crust, but no, that works perfectly. There we go. Mmm. Mm-mm-mm. That's delicious. Alright, so I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to roll out the dough for the top. This is looking really yum. Aw, that's awesome. You can have the wine separately. Haha, no. We're only using alcohol for cooking in this house now. Plus, I like being more creative with punch and stuff. I'm excited to see how the my fish design turns out. I'm sure it'll be fun. I may look up some Studio Ghibli like beverage recipes. I might have this with green tea tonight. Okay, so I believe we have another pan of about the same size that I can use as like an outline so that I get the right size of top to do this with. There we go. Okay. And take all those pieces away. Oh, that sounds so good. Yeah. Okay. Bring this back over here and place this cover on. Perfect. There we go. So I'm not going to do anything super fancy. I'm just going to get a fork and press that down. Okay, there we go. So that's going to be our top. So I guess now I will be trying to make a fish. A fish. Oh, I wish fish was here because I am doing fish. Okay. So I'm going to do a little trial with this. Oops. It's not really looking like fish scales, so I guess I won't be using that. So I guess I'll just do it by hand. I'm going to put that together and make the fish design. What? Oh, I can't, I don't know what that is because I can't, that just looks like a bunch of random stuff. Is it a fish? is fish. Yes, nice. Okay, roly, roly, roly. Guess it's not displaying right for you. Oh, well. Yeah, mobile is a little different view for me. I'm also landscape. Okay, time for me to make a fish from pastry. Okay, so there's the body. I'm gonna need something small to do the scales. This is gonna be a little tricky. I'll put an eye here. And I'm gonna get that water, like you suggested, to do like a bit of... This is sort of similar to like what you would do when working with clay. You score and then you moisten the clay and then you stick it on. Where's that fork I was using? I'm just losing it today, aren't I? So here's the fish. Another fork. So I'm just going to dip that in the water and score that up. And then I'll score the eye. Dab a bit of water there. And boop. Beach eye. And, oh, there we go. Now I know what I can use. So we have bamboo skewers, and so I could use a bamboo skewer to do it. It kind of glues together, yeah. So, can do. There we go. Little eye there. So I'm going to start with doing the head down like. So it's kind of like flaking on me a bit. Oh. There we go, that's better. Still using the tip. Okay, adventures in scaling. Yeah, in making scales. So I guess this is a bit of art for you today. not the best pastry art in the world, but it's something. And then for the tail, I'm going to cut that out. Like that. A little bit of water. Pat that in, like you suggested, Veronica. And then there we go. And then I need a sail fin, food art. And here we're going to score some happy little scales. The Bob Ross of cooking, you think? Bob Ross? Yeah, you're right, eh? So I'm going to do a... do a top fin here. Smooth that in. Make the side fins. Yep. Here we go. There we go. There's a little fishy. Awesome. That's looking great. Thank you. So I'm just going to bring that here. Or might as well use this. Okay, so there's our fish on there. You could use the rest of the dough like a braid to lay around the edges. I'm gonna, let's see. Tell me, have you seen the marvelous breadfish swimming the ocean waters. Tell me, have you seen the marvelous breadfish? It's like an inverse sandwich, and all to fishermen and sharks. I mean, this is like literally a breadfish, so the song fits perfectly. Like this? Yeah, I kind of like that. I'm going to do the olives that they do in the show in Kiki's delivery service, so... I'm just going to do it like that. I'm not doing anything too complicated. It's probably just going to be really flaky. But, you know, it looks kind of cute. I think so. Aw, thank you. So I'm going to get the olives out. So, yeah, I'm glad you think it looks nice. That's sweet. Oh, I need to put a little smile on our fishy. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to put some olives and halves on, like in Kiki's delivery service, so it'd be nice. So I'm using Kalamata olives. So these have pits, so I'm going to be cutting them instead of simply usually I just tear them apart, but it's going to be pretty. I'm going to put them in all the lattice holes. I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to do the egg wash too, and then I'll show you guys the finished thing before I put it in the oven. Oh, hi Amar Patel. How's it going? How are you doing today? What's up? Oh, I'm good. I'm good. I'm just getting ready to put the fish pie in the oven, and then I will be playing a video game while it bakes. Is it morning for you? No, it's 5:56, so it's almost 6 o'clock. What time is it for you? $11 p.m. Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. There's quite a few. There's a couple people it's quite a bit later for. I know it's later for Ben. And there's another person from South Africa where it's like probably like 12 o'clock, 12 a.m. now. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just doing some olives. My bedtime is soon, so I'm tired. Work was really busy today. Oh yeah. Um, what were you doing? Well, thanks for stopping by anyways. Even though it's late, I hope I mean, work being busy, it can be very stressful, but at the end of the day, it means more money, right? Solving lots of tech problems. I hear you. Oof. That can be a pain. I don't work in tech myself, but I know quite a few people who have, and it's just, yeah, it's just a heck of a time. Well, I'm almost done, ready to bake. I just need to do a egg wash, and we'll be ready to go. It's so frustrating, but I try my best to keep my cool to explain simple things to the older generation. Oh man, yeah, I can understand that can be really difficult, and like the people aren't coming to you because they're happy, right? So they're probably just really frustrated and not exactly in the best mood and taking it out on you. So that's rough. That's rough, buddy. Okay. So I'm just gonna get an egg. Do the egg wash, and we'll be ready to bake. Okay, so just gonna get this. It's nice to get the odd thank you every month or so. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, when people come to you and they're already frustrated, like you're just straight up not having a good time, bro. Okay, so it's just water and egg yolk. So I'm just spreading that. Oh. Whoops. Get in there. Okay. I'm just spreading this over my fish. My fish pie. Yeet. So have a nice sheen and glaze to it. Okay, so there we go. And so now I'm just going to put this in the oven. I'm going to start off at for about 30 minutes and see how we do. because it's quite thick, right? So I want the dough to cook all the way through. I mean, the filling's already cooked, but the dough isn't. So there we go. That's basically it. I'm going to have a cigarette, and then I'm going to clean all this stuff up, and then we're going to play some video games. We're going to play some Rayman 2 and have a good time. Hey, everybody who just joined. Happy to see you. Thanks for tuning in. So I actually just put the pie in the oven, so it's going to take, I'm going to check on it in 30 minutes, and then, yeah, and then we're going to see how long it takes for the crust to brown, and then it'll be done. So, yeah. How y'all doing today? Yeah, it's lovely out, and I'm so glad that Rayman works now. I hit it with the glass cleaner, and it went very well. Yeah, vibing. I hear ya. Oh, and like I said, this is a Studio Ghibli recipe, sort of. And if you can't tell, this is my No Face. This is my Totoro. I have Soot Sprites upstairs. I'm a big Studio Ghibli fan. And all the movies are so pretty. They're very wonderful. So, oh, Eddie's barking. You know, it's kind of strange. He actually usually doesn't. He barks like a lot in general, but that's the first time he's barked during one of my streams. Like, he usually just stays quiet during my streams, but like I'll be on the couch and stuff, and he'll just start barking at me and stuff. And like, he barks at anything that moves outside. Like, he's a very barky dog. Totoro, yeah. Yeah. I was so happy when they released all the Ghibli movies on Netflix, except they don't have a Grave of the Fire. Maybe they do now. I don't think they do in Canada, but Grave of the Fireflies was something I wanted to see. It's especially relevant now too, right? I'm excited to play Rayman. Like I said, it's one of my favorite platformers. Like, you get to throw stuff, and like, characters are cute. It's funny, and it's different than the other Rayman games, like I've said before. I like games like where you're not, because like the Rayman 3 is really fun, and like I played through it on GameCube a couple months ago, and I got to like close to the end. There's like this boiler room, and I was just like, oh my god. And the problem I found with it, because you have to get all these gems and you have to do combos, and then you have this laundry detergent to get powers, and it's like, I prefer games where like, if you're acquiring powers, it's not like a temporary thing that you have to do all the time. Like, maybe have a temporary power, I don't know, but I prefer, like, if I'm gonna have a power, I'd rather have it in my arsenal than like having to like hit this laundry detergent, hit that laundry detergent. Grave of the Fireflies and Barefoot Jen are some of the most heart-wrenching war stories ever. Yeah, I heard that. And I really want to watch it, but like, it's definitely, I like a good cry once in a while. Yeah, and that's what I like about Rayman 2, is because as you collect those yellow lums, you get stronger, and it's permanent. And like, when you get a new power, like the grapple, like the purple grapple lums, it's permanent. You know, it's not like you have to hit this laundry detergent like in Rayman 3 to swing and grapple. In this one, it's just there, you know? Kind of like Metroid, right? Except a lot more lighthearted. Rayman Arena's fun. That one's fun to like. I like the racing in that one. That's really good. That's fun to play with friends. I only wish they walked faster, to be honest. That's why I like Grandia. They just freaking glide across the screen. Like, so many games, like, the walking is so slow, and I hate it. That was one of the reasons I really didn't like playing Diablo 1, because I was playing Diablo 2 before. I played Diablo 1, and you're just, like, walking so slow everywhere. I'm like, ugh. Oh, you'd probably love Hollow Knight. I've heard about it. I mean, Charlotte used to play that, I believe. Yeah, I think she used to play that one. But I basically have my PC and all my old consoles, so I'm gonna stick to playing my old games and stuff, because, like, the new consoles and games these days, it's just so expensive, right? And it's all, like, DLC, and, like, I'd rather have hard copies of games, because, like, I like the artwork, I like the booklets, you know, I like having a CD I can hold, and, you know, if the server crashes or years later, you know, they don't have the server anymore, you don't lose all your games or access to having games, right? Yeah. Yeah, so this is exciting. It's a lovely day. Nice, chill, relaxing day. I'm done after the Switch and PS4 and no more new consoles. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I would like a Switch, and, like, I'd love to play with people. Like, I was supposed to, me, Ailish, Pixel Weezy, and Jamie were supposed to play Mario Party together and beat that rat bastard Luigi. That freaking haiku we made. Mario's a power bottom. Luigi's a sick fuck. Yoshi shouldn't exist. And the things that Donkey Kong does to himself. Oh, God. But that's something, like, in the far future. I need to, like, deal with getting a license, getting a car, getting a passport, like, paying off debt. So that I like my old consoles, and it's fun. Yo, he is. That fucking rat bastard. It was so funny because, like, when Jamie was talking about that guy and they're probably going to play Mario Party, and it's like, if he plays Luigi, it's over. Like, that's a deal breaker. If you play Luigi, like, no. Not allowed. It's not okay. Hey, Octo Elliptical. You do look like a journalist. I've actually never really done journalism, but I mean, it's something that I could do with my career, I guess, or like my degree, I guess, if I wanted to. I've written like tons of essays and stuff on history and that kind of thing, so yeah. I mostly watched the news when I was hanging out with my ex, because he's an old, like, middle-aged man, so he'd like he would always like come home and watch the news. So I don't really keep up with it now. I prefer watching like reality TV and soap operas and stuff because I'm basic. I watch the motherfucker cheat and fail at it. I know, like, oh my gosh, like, Luigi actually legitimately cheats. Like, when somebody said that, because, like, he was just, like, going after me. I was in last place, and he stole my only star. I was like, why? You could have, like, he lost the game just to be a jerk to me, because I think Charlotte was ahead of him in first place, and he stole my star, not hers. Like, oh my god. Today is a wonderful day for you? Oh, so why is it a wonderful day, Octa? Let me know. I always love hearing a good story. So tell me all about why it's so wonderful for you. Oh, welcome back, Shag. Did you get your rest? Are you feeling better? The pie's in the oven right now, so I'll be playing Rayman when I go in. Oh my god, SpongeBob 1 second vibrator. What? What is that? You could clearly see where hidden traps were at, would avoid them, but then hide. Yeah, like Luigi like legitimately cheats in Mario Party. Like it's a proven fact. Are you gonna be ready for a movie in an hour? It depends on how long my pie takes to bake, and like I am playing a video game right now. Um, so we'll just see how like the video game streaming goes and stuff, and like the pie and all that, because I have to wait for it to cool, and then I'll be having dinner with my dad and if he's hungry at least. If not, like, yeah, I'll be done earlier. But you know, it's part of my streaming schedule, right? Check egg gel. I can't actually leave the window because if I leave the window, my stream ends. Yeah, because I accidentally had that happen yesterday because I clicked on a text message I got, um, which was actually really annoying because, like, the person who's texting me knows I stream, um, and messaged me, like, it was my ex, and he was like, oh, like, I'm thinking about this breakup song, like, it's stuck in my head, this and that, and then, like, 5 minutes later, he's like, oh, I guess you hate me, like, whatever, like, and I'm like, so I clicked on it, and then my stream ended, but it's like, you know I stream, like, if I'm not responding to you, like, there's a reason for it, you know, like, I'm not gonna, like, end my stream just to be like, oh, I'm so sorry, like, and like I kind of hate hearing about that stuff kind of too, like how you're crying all the time and everything, because it's like you treated me badly, and I've told you why and like what you were doing, and you did it anyway. So like, you know, is what it is. You can check layer. No, I can't. Like, I can't view it. It'll end my stream. It'll end my stream if I do that. Sorry. He's looking for pity. Yeah, it's just like you realize like what you do wrong, and then you continue to do the same thing, and then make excuses to yourself. Like, hey, I've said that, you know. But you know, it is what it is. Okay, so I'm just gonna put that back in. I pinged you. I meant you can check after the stream. Oh, okay. Autocorrect. So yeah, I'm just gonna plug that in right there and get to cleaning stuff up. I have some extra pastry, so I'm gonna bake that at some point with some cheese on it or something. Okay. That's always nice.
Yeah, I thought there might be some.
Just a little bit. The fish turned out okay, but I'm not quite the pastry artist that the book is.
No. It's almost like they've been practicing a bit.
But the filling tastes really good.
Alrighty. Has Eddie been had supper?
Oh no, he hasn't yet.
Okay. That's why he was barking.
That's a lot I said, sorry. Oh no, it's of course. I'll always type what you want. I'm here to listen. It's no bother. Today was my friend's birthday. By the morning I wished her, gave her flowers, cake, and then I moved on actually. I know it might sound different, but then I just left her. I felt very good. There's no rush. I feel peace and I feel something new. It's a cool feeling. So yeah, wonderful day. Oh, that's awesome. That's really sweet. Sweet of you. I'm sure that made her day. I'm really sure that made her day. That's awesome. That's really sweet. Okay. So I'm just going to package this up. If you ever have extra pastry dough, just roll it out, add some cheese, and bake it, and it's really delicious, like a cracker. Oh, and if anyone wants to join my Discord, Dr. Velius can post a link for you. Always love to have some new people, new friends. They're very friendly, and yeah, we're very friendly people, so hopefully you'd like to join my community. If you like my content, don't forget to subscribe, or sorry, follow me, because I am almost affiliate. I only need one more person. Yeah. So it is in my bio as a link, oh, hi Citizen B, nice to see you. Yeah, so I actually put the pie in the oven already. There's about 15 minutes left before I check it, but I'm pretty sure it's going to take maybe another 15 minutes after or a half hour because it is a really thick pie. But I did the fish and everything. It's a bit different than the actual recipe. The actual recipe is supposed to be herring and pumpkin, but I did like a salmon pot pie, so like a chicken pot pie, but with salmon instead of chicken. I know.
This, don't wash it. You can get more butter off.
Okay. Yeah, it's my Discord. So that's my server for my people. We're a lot of fun. We're very nice. Always down to listen and have a good time. Have some laughs. You know, it's good people. Good people. It's, you know. And that's what it's all about. It's making friends, having a community. That's why I started doing Twitch, because one of the people I follow was doing it, and you know, I had such a great time on that community. I figured I would try my hand at it. Okay. That weird sound from earlier is coming from either my PC, the stand it's on, the outlet it's connected to, or the wall behind it, and it's freaking me out a little. Hopefully it's not shorting. I hope so too. Do you know why koalas aren't bears? Why is that? Oh no. Hey Dad, there's a dad joke.
Oh goody.
Do you know why koalas aren't bears?
No, I don't.
They don't have the qualifications.
They don't have the oh Lord.
Hey, welcome back, Maxie. How's it going? Dealing with some baby stuff? Oh my gosh, that was so bad. Oh goodness. Yeah. So I'm just getting the clean as you go deal. So I'll just move this over here so you can probably see me more. That's what you want. If you want to see my face, I don't know if you do. I think I look fabulous. I kid. Well, I don't. I try. I shower before I stream. Grocery shopping and trying to figure out how to make a tomato sauce for kielbasa and rice. Ooh, do you want some tips? Do you want some tips? Do you want some tips? I love making tomato sauces. Okay. So for tomato sauce, you actually really want to use canned tomatoes. Because fresh tomatoes are good if you want to use it fresh, like in a salad or like in a sandwich. But canned tomato, but they since they often are transported, they are picked when they aren't as ripe. Whereas canned tomatoes are actually more flavorful because they're picked for flavor, not presentation or freshness. So the canned tomatoes have a better quality tomato, taste-wise, than fresh. So I always recommend using like diced or crushed canned tomatoes for tomato sauce. And so the method I use for like a standard tomato sauce is like I dice up some onions and garlic, and I cover it with water, and then actually like boil it until like the water disappears, and then add butter to caramelize it. Yes, and tomato paste is a thickener. Yes. Yeah. So, and then you add butter to caramelize it, and then you add the tomato sauce. Depends sort of how you want to go with your flavoring. Like if you want more Italian stuff, like you know, oregano, basil. If you use fresh herbs, stir them in at the end. But if you use dried, put them in at the beginning. Salt and pepper. One secret to a really nice tomato sauce is using red wine vinegar. Red wine vinegar, because it brings out the acidity in it. So you deglaze with that. And another is adding a bit of brown sugar to your tomato sauce. And then you let it simmer and reduce by 3/4 to half, so the flavors are concentrated and thick. Octa. And I'm so sorry. I wish I could stay, but I'm being called away for chores. Okay, Shag. Well, thank you for popping in again. It's always a pleasure. And thank you for saying hi again, Octa. Always keep smiling. It's midnight, so you got to go to bed. Well, good night, and I hope you have some sweet dreams. I wish I could stay more, but my body won't. Nah, I feel you. I feel you. Okay, if it's all right with Dr. Vellis, can you DM me when you're ready and I can start movie? Okay. Okay, yeah. So, clean time. It's cleaning time. Oh, and bay leaves. Bay leaves go well in tomato sauce as well.
Yep.
Hey, Mama. Someone's asking. They're making kielbasa and tomato sauce.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Lovin's. The pie's in the oven. Oh, it looks lovely. Do you want to see?
What's that?
It's just good. I wanted to show you before I ruin it.
Before you ruin it. You're not going to ruin it.
Well, when you cut it.
Oh, right. Oh my gosh.
Isn't that cute?
It's lovely.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. Alright, well, I look forward to seeing myself when I get back.
Perfect. Veronica says, hi, Mama Sprocket.
Hi, Veronica. Okay, Frank, I'm off. Alright, see you later.
Bye, Mom. Lovin's. Oh, and the filling tastes really good. Yeah. Veronica says you're cute. You're a cutie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Veronica, get your eyes tested.
Did you hear that?
Bye, sweetie.
Bye, Mom. She said, get your eyes tested. I think she's cute. Imagine me in glasses. Hey, at least your eyes work. I paid $3,000 so I didn't have to wear glasses anymore. I'm sure you would look cute in glasses. I do not have all-purpose spray here, so we will be using water. Yeah, mine just give me headaches sometimes. Yeah, I had really bad eyes. I could only see like this far in front of my face at that point. So, although I have the lovely eyes that I do in color, it's a lot of my family does not have very good eyesight. Just a genetic thing. I'm glad it's lasted as long as it has, though, like with how effective it's been. So that's good. Yeah, I spent like a summer and like I saved up a lot of money, so I decided to get LASIK, and it wasn't bad. Weak eye muscle make you derp. Oh. Okay, so it's like a muscular thing, not like a vision thing, I guess. Because I had myopia. Okay, so that's all wiped down. So now I'm just going to organize my little trash pile over here. So for people who don't know, I keep all my like used utensils and like vegetable ends and stuff that I'm going to compost in there. So yeah, that's what I do that way, so that I don't have to. I didn't know your eyesight was that bad. Well, you wouldn't know because I got the LASIK done when I was like 20, 21. So it's been about like 7 or 8 years since I've had it to wear glasses. Okay, so there we go. All my tools that have been used are over there. So that's good. Yeah, well, clean. Clean, clean, clean. Okay. So I'm not sure if the dough on the bottom's cooked, but it says it should be out in 3 minutes. So I'm just going to turn off the timer and do a check because I was thinking maybe I should have like cooked the bottom dough before first, but I want to make sure that the top dough is browning nicely. Yeah, so the bottom dough looks a little anemic, but this is, here, I'll show it so it's the fish side towards you guys. That's what it looks like so far. So I think what I'm going to do is turn down the oven, because the oven's at 425. So I'm going to turn it down to 325 and leave it in for 20 minutes. Because I want to make sure the bottom dough is cooked. That looks great on top. Aw, thank you. Yeah, it's cute, eh? Alright, I'm going to refill my water glass and we're going to play some Rayman now. Woohoo! Rayman 2, The Great Escape. Woo! Yeah, it looks good. I wish I had like some salad to serve with it, but no salad, so no salad greens or anything. Well, there's mustard salad, but that's pretty heavy. When I bake, I use a pan of water to steam bath my breads. Oh, interesting. Yeah, that's good. My dad has a water mister actually right here for putting on top of the bread. Maybe I'll try that. There we go. So yeah, maybe next time I'll pre-bake the bottom half if I'm doing a pot pie or something. All right, time to head on over to the living room and play some video games while we wait for, oh, gotta remember to set the timer. There we go. That would have been bad. I hate to put in all that work for something so special just to have it burn. It's not like cookies where you have more than one round of dough. I learned that from the time I want to make castella, but never got around to it. Oh, cool. Okay. So I'm just going to have to set up some lighting, set up like how you guys are going to view the TV. And so there you go. Let's see how far I can take that without, yeah. There we go. Because like I also have to be able to see chat, right? Okay. Wow, cooking and gaming, nice. Oh, hello. Hi, Ninja Chef. So I started streaming a couple months ago, so I would mostly just cook the food and stuff and then eat it with my family. And then, so now I'm doing like more like I'll eat or like I'll play a game after I'm done cooking because I like video games. I just set up my old Dreamcast, so it's a lot of fun. So welcome to my channel. I'm Caitlin and it's really nice to meet you. How's your day going? Oh yeah, and I play vintage games, vintage Sega games. And yeah, so I'm starting a playthrough of Rayman 2, The Great Escape on Dreamcast. And it's one of my favorite games. Played it as a kid, so now I'm redoing it, and we're gonna have a lot of fun. I want to start, but I'm still in college, so not much time. Oh, I hear you. Yeah, I've been cooking professionally for about 14 years, and this I started streaming because during the pandemic I lost my job, and I was cooking all day anyway, so I figured why not film it with my friends, right? So yeah, I'm just gonna get set up here, and I'll be back. Yeah, it's fun. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of communities and a lot of community involvement and just, you know, good vibes everywhere. Don't starve, it's fun. I prefer survival and food games. Oh, cool. Yeah, I do like that as well. I'm doing a platformer right now. So I actually played this on stream before and I didn't save and I lost all my progress, but luckily it was only like I think it was only like 3 levels, so I was like, thank goodness, but oh, I didn't mean to put CLI. I meant to put CLS, but you know. I like Minecraft and, what is that? Sorry, my screen's cracked there. Minecraft and Raft. I was legit going to send you Lack of Love, but it's kind of too massive to burn on a standard disc. Oh, yeah, I played a bit of Minecraft back when I was with somebody who had an Xbox One. I was really, really bad at it, but I had fun with it. But I just have mostly old consoles right now, and I enjoy those games. So here we are. We're trapped aboard a pirate ship. And that's Glowbox. Oh, they also speak Pig Latin, and since I'm streaming this from my phone, I'm going to, so everything's backwards, so I'm just going to read out the stuff to you guys. Ooh, why is it like that? Is that better on the screen? Not really. I feel like we're trapped. You know, Glowbox, I think this might be the end. No, not the end, Glowbox. I bring a good gift from Lee. Lee, the fairy? So, yeah, they're actually all speaking Pig Latin. Something came up, so see you later. All right, well, hey, hit subscribe and I'll be on all week. I hope to see you again, hun. Glowbox, we're saved. Yahoo! Well, I can't turn off that one. Oh. Is that better? Oh, it's coming from over here. Okay. Well, go ahead. Use your magic fist. No. Weird. Maybe I'll adjust the, Okay, here we go. So I'm going to turn down the, luminosity. Is that better? Why is there so much glare? See you, it's nice. And how is that worse? Okay. I just want to stream a bees. I know what I'll do. Sorry about that, everybody. Oh, goodness. Hope you all stick around. I'll be fixing this, like, right now. Technical difficulties. Is that better? Ugh. Lord, I'm so sorry. The screen itself is casting glare. Maybe it's the angle? Oh no, why is it upside down now? Yeah, it's... Stop going upside down! Oh my goodness. Why? Why? No, it's just my screen keeps flipping upside down. But not technical problems, it's just... There we go. I fixed it. So there's gonna be a little glare, I guess. Oh well. Thanks for staying with me, guys. Be right there. Okay. Oh, and I tripped over the controller and it fell out. Oh well. All is okay. Just gonna do a quick check. Okay, so the pie's doing well. So that's the main thing. Dinner's okay. Roly, roly, roly. Okay, so we've done enough somersaults for today, I think. And so we begin our Rayman adventure. Woohoo! So the red lums restore my health. Oh, and here comes Goldbox. Now everybody pukes. I found space flavored Coke. Oh, cool. I heard about that. How is it? That's a little better. Ishtar saith, dost thou swear to be aware of your surroundings and never allow your feet to become entangled in the chain of time? Please don't trip over the power cable. It's so good. Is it? That's the one that tastes like cotton candy, right? Oh yeah, if you just said he like waved his tongue at you. That's even worse. Okay. Can you guys see it like okay? Like, I really want that one, but I'm cutting out soda. I have to try it. I don't know if we have it here. And can you see sort of okay at least? Cat's pretty good. So here we go down the river. I'll send you some. Aw, awesome, thank you. Oof. Lum. Yellow lum. So I have to collect those. They power me up. And I need to collect all 1,000 of them. Luckily, they're not like horribly hard to get. So you guys sure you're okay with this visual right now? Even if it's a little bright? Yeah, not like some games. Aside from the light in the back again, it's fine. There we go. I'll play in darkness. Why is it worse? Oh well, looks like that's the best we're gonna get. I even turned the brightness completely down on the game. He's playing with his stomach. Okay. Okay. Here we go. We'll just play. Sorry. Is that Rayman Classic? Oh, hi, Dazzles. It's Rayman 2, The Great Escape on Dreamcast. Yeah. Hope you had a good night. Team All Kinds, No Judgment. Yeah, oh, I never played it. Yeah, so it's different than a lot of the Rayman games. It's not a side-scroller. It's not like an arena-style game. It's, it's just a, standard 3D platformer. So yeah, I restarted it because I did not save my game last time, and so I lost the progress I made to 3 whole levels. Just want to make sure there's no lums over there. Okay, away we go. Just one more to go. I had a demo for Rayman 3 and I really want to play them all. Yeah, Rayman 3 is fun, but like I said, this one's my favorite for sure. Oh, you ruh-roh, uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Aw. Daddy, save Rayman. Where's Daddy? That is to say we were separated, not Daddy Glowbox. Aw, now they're all crying. That's sad. Now don't worry, kitties. I'll bring your dad back. But first I've got to find Lee. She likes to hang out around here. Have you seen her? What? The mean old pirates took Lee over there. I've got to set her free. So basically the pirates shattered the world, and the lums, each lum is a part of the heart of the world, and you have to go and wake up the guy who created the world so that he can put everything back together. Aw, poor Rayman and a kid. Yeah. So if you hear like the help thing, can you guys hear the audio okay for this? I can't use that thing yet. I have to get Lee. before I can do that. Hey, Shag. Oh, here are the teensies. They're old and forget who's the king, so they're constantly running around putting crowns. Because they forget who's the king, teensy. Don't listen to him, he's the king, but... It's kind of quiet. Save the world, Sprocket, one level at a time. Yep. Nice hang out with us. Uh-oh, it's another Scooby-Doo fan. What's up? Absolutely. I must see Lee. Do you know where she is? I don't know why there's so much glare. This is not easy to say, but I have to tell you this. The pirates have taken Lee to the fairy glade, and they've locked her in one of their strongholds. To find her, you'll need to go through the Isle of Doors. The hall is a magic place. It leads to many other worlds. Should I do voices for them? Like zoinks, nothing much. Just, okay. Only teensies. Should I do voices for them? Should I do voices? I don't know. But I see that you have them. Prepare yourself for a great journey. Finally, it looks normal. A little bit. Oh, there we go. Hey, look, it's my profile picture on Discord. The game has been saved successfully. Well, that's good. So before I go any further, I'm going to check to make sure that it actually did save. Because it said it saved. Ah. I think this is the issue. Because it's on the second one, right? Why can't I load? This blows. So it's like it says it's saving, but it's not. Yeah, it's like it's not letting me load, so it wasn't my fault. Just like I don't want to play this game and then never have it saved. That's not good. Hopefully it's not lying this time. Maybe check the VMU menu. Yeah, now it's not recognizing it as a CD. Honestly, this game is being like way too much trouble for me, so I'm gonna play a different game instead. So there's a little bit of Echo the Defender, Sonic Adventure. Yeah, Rayman didn't save it. So I think that's a problem with the CD or something. There's some Echo, lots of Grandia. So yeah, it's just, so the game is just not saving to my memory card, so that's not fun. Okay, gotta go later. Thanks for coming around, Dazzle. Have a wonderful, beautiful, awesome evening, all you human beings. Awesome, thank you. You as well, hun. No, it's not the VMU, but the VMU, has other files on it, right? It has other files. So why don't we try a different game? I'm not sure I'm in the mood for Echo, because that requires a lot of effort. It's so hard. So maybe I'll play like see what else we have here. I'm just gonna check on the pie real quick. So, yeah, so the pie's doing well. I still want to cook it more to make sure the bottom crust is cooked, but it's starting to bubble a bit. Okay, could you try out Arcia Daydream? It's a fan translation. I haven't played it out, but it looks sweet. I kind of, yeah, I have Sonic Adventure as well. I kind of want to play a game like I know, I guess, what's going on. Basically, Rayman, the disc is not saving to the VMU, so every time, like, if I were to leave the game, I would have to start the entire game over, and I just not having a good time with that. So I will play Arcia another time. Send it to there's Arcadia. Actually, you know what? I will. So right here I have Napolté, Arcia, and the Daydream. So yeah, I'll try that. No, I'll try it. Because I was thinking of playing Sonic Adventure 2, but then I realized, no, it's Sonic Adventure 1. Thank you for the original copy, by the way. Sorry about that, Go. It's NES hard mode? Fair enough. I'll check and see if that's a common issue. Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to have a cigarette because that was stressful. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious. So yeah, I'll try that. I might as well try a new game on stream. You can teach an old chef new tricks. But yeah, thank you for everything. Well, it's 1998 right now. I'm so sorry for the technical difficulties. It's the third time I've tried playing this game and had an issue, so it's been annoying. I'm doing Grandia, but I've so far ahead that, you know, edgy boy. Spiky edgy boy. You're welcome. Okay. So let's see how this one looks. Oh. Okay, here we go. It has been an hour and a half. I'm sorry about that, Shag. Yeah, I just had like a whole bunch of technical difficulties and like, you know how it do. And I'm still baking the pie because it's a very deep dish loaf pan, so the bottom is looking pretty anemic. So I wanted to make sure that it was cooked all the way through, because there's nothing worse than baking a pie and having raw dough, because you can't really cook it after. Like, I guess you could put it like in a tough toaster oven or like in the oven, but then all the filling like ends up spilling everywhere, and it's just really hard to like recover from raw dough. So that sucks. But everything tastes really good and it looks really awesome, and it's so awesome that you suggested that. So thank you. Oh, Shag, don't listen to it. It's a bot. It's a bot. So it's just basically sometimes channels like get bots that say go to this site so you can buy followers and stuff, and it's just spam, and it's a way to get your bank information as well as just, yeah, it's a scam. I already have the best followers. You guys. I think it's no, I think it's a discus shoot, because last time I played I got to, I think, like the third level, I believe. I got to the third area. Oh? What was the quote? It's always interesting, like hearing interesting quotes and things like that, right? Because everyone has a different perspective, and there's so much out there. If God wanted you to smoke, he would have put a chimney on your head. He did. It's called my throat. No, I wouldn't recommend smoking. It relaxes me. Peaceful, be outside, chill out. And I know they say smoking doesn't make you cool, but a lot of my friends in high school, like, I made just because they smoked, so. Or even just at work, like going out for a smoke with people, talking. Hello. Yeah. But then again, whatever helps you relieve stress. Well, it's better. It's better than like the drinking I was doing, or like personally, I don't do drugs or anything. So like, I mean, I could have a lot worse vices. So it's like also an industry thing. It's like how you get a break, and like, you've been on your feet for like a couple hours. You get to sit down and just be like. I know one place I worked. We got a new chef, and he was a bit of a sexist, and I was the only person who smoked during the daytime, during the day shift, like, because I was on the day shift with him. He was like, "Oh, you should quit smoking." I'm like, "You should quit stressing me out. Maybe I'll quit smoking then." He was like, "Oh." There you go, love. So, yeah, hopefully this game works, because, you know, I was really excited to play Rayman. Third time trying, and, because, like, otherwise I'd have to leave, like, the console on, and I don't want to wear out my console. It's original, first, like, when it came out. Like, it used to be my parents, like, for Christmas, whenever there's a new generation of consoles, I get a console for Christmas. It was really sweet of them. No, they're both gamers too, right? I do want to play Echo the Dolphin Defender of the Future, but I want to play that with my mom, because we played Echo the Dolphin, like, 2. We played at Compost. We played Echo the Dolphin 2, we played Echo the Dolphin 1, we played Defender of the Future together, so I'd really like to play that with her, because, it's the memories we have together. Savage Sprocket moment. Yeah, I'm a pretty, like, I can be savage, like, if I, like, that was just a joke, but, like, I remember when I quit, they said, "Oh, your raise finally went through to like $15 an hour." I'm like, I just got, like, I could get a new job for more than that. Like, right away. And like the last day, he's like, why? And I'm like, why do you want to leave? I'm like, I don't like the environment here. I don't like the way I'm treated. He's like, oh, you think I'm a dick? I'm like, no, I'm not going to say that. He's like, just say I'm a dick. I'm like, you're a fucking dick. He was like, oh my God, my feelings are hurt. I remember visiting that restaurant actually. I was getting some like lip fillers done and decided to go for like a drink after. And he was there. He's like, "Hi," and like everything, and like if you ever need a job, because when I left, it turns out I was like, "Oh shit, we lost the best cook we have." How much longer is left on the pie? I have it in for about another 20 minutes, and then I'll probably take it out. Yeah. But yeah, I'm really happy. So far, the stream has gone well. It's hardly ever dipped below 3 viewers. I've had like quite a few, so it's really nice. And hopefully I got the followers I need to have affiliate. So I think I might have I think I got like at least one more follower or two. So treat your workers like shit, lose them. Yeah, that's basically what happened. And it was funny too because like I was still friends with like people who work there, and the sous chef. I actually went foraging for mushrooms with him. One time, and we did like stuffed quail and mushroom cream sauce. But he's like, yeah, I had to work after you left. I had to work a few shifts on garde manger, and oh my God, I didn't realize how hard you were working. And I was like, yeah, you didn't realize? No, you didn't, did you? I know. I hope I'm entertaining enough. I really love the movie nights you host. It's such a sweet thing to do, and it's just such a nice community thing. Like, I really loved the orange bear or tangerine. That was just such a really sweet story, and it really warmed my heart. Oh, and for this month's reward, um, Shag and Veronica, you will both be getting a beef sweats pin. It should be arriving. They should be arriving on the 17th, I believe. But yeah, I got some beef sweat pins. So fish pie. What's that? Oh, hi Zach the Somniac. So basically, there's an anime by Studio Ghibli. They did movies like Spirited Away, Howl's Moving Castle. So this one's from Kiki's Delivery Service, which is a story about a witch who gets sent away to live in the real world for a bit. And one of the things she delivers is this fish pie. And it's traditionally made with it's made with herring and pumpkin, but I just did like a salmon pot pie, so it's like a chicken pot pie with salmon instead of chicken. And I made a homemade crust, and I put like the fish on top and did some designs. So it's just baking right now. It should be ready in 20 minutes. I'm just gonna play some video game until it's ready. Hope you guys like tonight's movie. It's a comedy, but it's also for like big brain people. Well, we all big brain here. I know GHIBLI. Yeah. So it's one of the recipes. It's a take on one of the recipes from one of their movies. So our friend Shag here suggested it a while back, so I decided to do it because I just had the ingredients lying around. We didn't need to go grocery shopping for anything, so yeah, that's what we're doing. So anyways, welcome to my channel. I'm Caitlin. I cook. I mostly do cooking streams, eat with me, and sometimes I play video games. So I hope you'd like to join my community. If you give me a follow, I'm usually on most days right now. And I do a variety of stuff. I do theme cooking. I do video game cooking. On the weekend, I did like a Skyrim theme cooking. I did the rye bread from the Skyrim cookbook. I did the Elsewhere fondue, apple cabbage stew, and cheese scones. Nice. I'm planning on doing Japanese curry pot pie over the weekend. Oh, that's awesome. I love Japanese curry. Curries are delicious. So what kind of Japanese curry are you putting in the pot pie? Oh, yeah, I'll give it a check. Oh, it's just that it was, I changed the temperature, so it's up to temperature.
Okay, right, because it's the timer is, I noticed the timer was still going.
Because the top browned nicely, but I wanted to make sure the bottom had cooked since it's so deep.
So it's 350, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it should be ready soon, and I can make a plate for you. Would you be able to use your phone to take a photo of it? Because I can't use my photo when I'm on stream.
Right, sure.
And then you could send it to me.
Use the camera to take a picture.
I can't. I just want the photo sent to me so I can post it on my Instagram.
Right. Okay.
Okay. Golden curry. Ooh. Instead of potato chunks in the curry, you do homemade mash inside. Oh, that's really cool. Yeah, I like... That's the olives. Yeah. Yeah, golden curry is really nice. Yeah, I've done, I did one curry on stream recently. I did a Caribbean style ackee curry, that's vegan. And that was really nice. So are you a home cook or are you a professional cook? And I'm playing Napple Tale. I've never played this one before. Dr. Velius in chat sent me this game, so yeah, I figured try a new game, right? Sorry about the glare. I think you have a shepherd pot pie at Japanese curry, home cook. Oh, cool, awesome. It's always good to see home cooks experimenting and everything. I'm a professional cook and a waitress. Traction lines the street as fireworks light the sky above the town's flower plot. All the townsfolk, young and old, can barely contain their excitement. The summer festival is the town's most beloved event of the year. But even on this joyous occasion, there's a damsel in a wee bit of distress. Ooh. Mesmerized by her mother's delicious stew, she had lost all track of time. And now she's late meeting up with her friends. Quite the airhead, isn't she? But this girl looks forward to the festival more than anybody else. So she moves with utmost haste, running at full speed. She races towards town square. Brimming with life, she has a lot of energy, but is also very clumsy. Oh, sounds like me. This is her story. Aw, that's really cute. I like Frankenstein traditional meals, and I am from a community that does a lot of translations. Oh, yeah, yeah. There we go. Rise and shine. What's the time? Did my clock go hokey pokey? Topsy-turvy? Why is my life topsy-turvy? What?
Sorry, I had the coffee burn as well.
Oh, it's okay. I can... The microphone's pointed towards me. I got recipes for lemon chili shrimp tamales, candied salmon. Ooh. Yeah, we do like maple candied salmon here. I have to think I find truth in this silly town. Question marks start jumping up and down inside my noggin. I have to think the truth is that I seek is still around. Oh, this is really beautiful. Brown sugar chipotle salmon. Interesting. That's a lot of interesting things. You all look to the sky, but nobody has it like you. Do a push-up or two. And the run of the sun. Bangles and pop it goes. Now here I might as well have some cotton candy anyway. This year and tomorrow's on its way. Top and wrong right on everything. New flavors in your life. But we lack the time to savor it. And if we take our time, we're going to miss the bus. Little loaded with confusion. Not the mama. I also cook desserts. Oh, cool. So you do some baking or different candying and stuff? See a face. This is a really cute song. Dinosaurs was the shit. Raspberry cheesecake brownies, maple custard apple pie with streusel crumble. Oh, that sounds so good. I baked cookies 2 days ago. It was chocolate chip with steel cut oats, dried cranberries, and silvered almonds. Oh, those sound amazing though. This is interesting. You know I always trust your taste, hon. By luck, she came to know a strange new world. A world that lies between dreaming and waking. Where inanimate objects live alongside the people. A puzzling world indeed. The name of the girl who fell into this dreamlike world is...
Should I take it out, huh?
Oh, I can do that. That's okay. I'll be right back. It's so the pie's out. Nice. I make sundrop cookies. So like, what's a sundrop cookie? Well, this one is a mystery to me too. I hope I picked well. It's certainly good enough to warrant someone taking it apart to translate it. Oh, that's wonderful. Here, I'll come. I'll go and get it and show you. Hey everyone. So here's the pie. I just have to let it cool before I can eat it. Oops. Sorry. I can clean it off.
Yes, you can, and you will.
I will.
You need to start.
I can clean it off. It's just spill. It's just a spill. Perfect. Thank you. Once it cools, I'll make you a plate, okay?
Right.
So she's talking to her spirit guide right now. You can think of me as the Grim Reaper. Interesting. Though personally, I prefer Angel. Are you saying I passed on? Yes. Oh. Huh. So apparently she's passed on. I'm not... And that's the long and the short of it. I see now. This is some kind of elaborate prank. You're trying to scare me, aren't you? Oh, and her name's Porch. Well, joke's on you, buddy. I'm not falling for it. What was that? Your petals. They're what tied you to your world. Think of them as tiny fairies that all once dwelled inside of you. Now that you've left the land of the living, the real world, those petals are free now. They've flown away. So that's it? I'm dead after all? Oh, Mom, Dad. Of all the lousy things. If only I'd gotten to eat more of Mom's stew. Well, better luck next time. After all, this is the fate of all living creatures. Anyway, we're standing on a bridge that connects worlds. We call it Kai's Great Bridge. Before you can be sent to the resting place of dreams, you need to cross the bridge and stop at the Napa World for a check-in. What's Napa World? You'll find out when we get there. Man cannot live on fried peanut butter and banana sandwiches alone. I mean, what about dessert? I just got back. I have no idea what happened in the last moment. Basically, our character ate too much stew and died. And is now going to the land of dreams. Oh, you worried us sick. Oh, heavens, you did. After all, this was your first job as a spirit guide. When you failed to return on time, we feared the worst. So, this is Stray now. Sorry to keep you waiting. It is I, Spirit Guide Stray now. I finally finished my job as Portia's guide, and now I'm back. You finished your job, you say? Minister Druid says. I don't see how you could have, not after a different spirit guide already came by with your client. And has since escorted them to the abysm world of deep dream. I'm afraid I can't overlook such tomfoolery. You failed, Strena. Mayor Frogcar. But my client is right there. I brought Porsche all this way. For the last time. My name is Porch. Get it right. This music kind of reminds me of Skies of Arcadia. Oh, thank you, Dad. I just got it. Did they get the wrong one? Did I get the wrong person? No, that's absurd. See, it says Porsche right there. I see what happened. Yes. It says here that your client is Porsche is actually a cat. So she dead, but he was supposed to take a cat, not her. So, and that's how I missed out on the summer festival I was looking forward to. Instead, I was spirited away to the strange world, Napa World, or whatever. What's more, all the fairy thingies that I lived inside me have scurried off. Apparently, I can't return to my own world without them. That also means I can't be sent to the afterlife yet, which is pretty nice. After all, I'm not ready to die yet. So now I'll be setting off on an adventure. I'll find my missing petals. It's not like I have any other choice, right? Oh yeah, to make amends. Straighten up, the air-headed spirit guide has agreed to help. He's supposed to guide me through Napa World, so we'll see. Oh, I didn't add garlic to the pie either, but I'm sure it's still good. Oh man, how am I going to get out of this mess? Hello, my spirit guide friend. It's time you told me how your debut went. Very funny you ask. See, I may have brought Porch here to Napa World entirely on accident. Oh, what a sorry, foolish slip-up, says Periot. Or rather, what a curious hiccup. If there's any way which I can assist, I'd be joyous to do it. Of that, I insist. Yeah, but forgive me, I spaced out my introduction. Call me Pierrot, clown of local production. Oh, I'm Porch. It's rich. This is honestly adorable. It is. It is really cute. Is Pierrot your stage name? I have remixed the name Thomas before, but that is something you can ignore. I am Pierrot, nothing more. You see, this incomplete world is rife with instability, where even our names may bear no security. Like names given in real world distinctly, but forgive me, I digress. Miss Porch, I have a short request. Napa World is a perilous place. Allow me to teach you tricks to survive just in case. Tricks? Well, that's awfully nice of you to offer, but I don't want to be a chore. Oh no, that's an answer I abhor. In fact, nothing you could do this time could ever please me more. Well, I never expected to hear that from a clown. Not bad, Romeo. Anyway, thank you for your kind offer, Parrot. Of course, Miss Porch. If you'd like this chance to perform, then please step on the dazzling platform. Okay, I'll give it a shot. Excellent. A willing student is one worth teaching, you know. Be sure to do your best, Miss Porch. Off we go. Huh? Where are we? This place is a training hall. We're in a circus after all. Now, to get by Napa World, there's rules to keep in mind. This lesson will cover the basics, so it's best we take our time. What is there to know? Well, if you want to get anywhere, press A to jump in the air. Oh, that was higher than I was expecting. Is that because I'm in Napa World now? A high jump like yours has many perks, but let's move on. I have more in the works. No! There we go. Get past any Pimera unscathed, you'll need to fight them using your spade. What's a Pimera? Pimera are creatures that will hinder your quest, but they aren't malicious beasts, merely pests. Noted. Simply swing your spade to attack, approach your target, and press X to whack. Now, take that Pimera over there. That's my spade. I was wondering what this racket was for. It's not just enemies you can hit. This is a blast charger up here. See it? To find out what those things are for, try swinging at the glowing orb. To aim a blast is but a breeze. Face whichever direction you please. You can also deflect enemy fire this way. Just time yourself right and swing away. This is honestly adorable. To get any further, I'd like to see you double jump. Yes, jump first, press A again while you're midair. You can leap even higher with nary a care. So I press A and A to jump again. Sounds like timing itself is the hard part. Try not to jump again too early. Press A at the highest point of your first jump to do this trick perfectly. To be a skilled acrobat, you must think and jump happily. Jump, jump. Don't worry, just jump. And if you don't succeed, well then, Miss Torch, try again. I love it already. Oh, that's adorable. So you never played this? I didn't know that. No. Aw, this is so cute. I love it. It was simply a splendid display. Now we must be on our way. The jumps in this lesson are somewhat complex. Use your head to figure out where to go next. This is just a little test. There's nothing here you need to stress. Do. Okay, Perry, what's next? You make this sound like child's play. I guess you don't need any more hints, eh? You're awfully mean for a clown, you know. You made it safely to this side. You're sharper than I realized. In this lesson, you must reach to the next level. I say try jumping onto the handle. Okay, yeah, I was looking through RHDN for a translation mod game to give you, and I picked this one. I did some basic research, but this is really the first time I've seen it played. Aw, that's awesome. Oh, I just wish the glare wasn't so bad. Oh. Has the pie become a cool person yet? Yeah, it's done. I just need to get to a save point here. And then it will... I'll show you guys and then... Maybe angle it more towards the screen if you can from the dog bed so it's more center. See, the problem is that I can't do it near the dog bed because it's no outlet. Timing the double jumps is hard. No, this is good now. Okay. I got a teddy bear, globe, and a crank. This is Paffet. Paffets are creatures that will help you on your journey. Different Paffets have different speed. So what does this one do? It cheers. Cheers. Say when you get lonely out on the journey, call upon the Paffet and presto. It'll cheer you on with all of its gusto. I'm fighting brain waiting to start the movie. That's good now. It looks much better. ADHD brain getting impatient. I understand. You're a Paffet. Yeah, you are. Yeah, I'll, I'm just waiting to save and then I'll be ready to go, okay? Just let me save. Oh, well. At least I have Lego to keep me occupied. Yeah, I'm excited to see what you do with your Batman set. Well, I work for home. I run an ice cream parlor. I got a room on the second floor you can stay in for now. Like that, after all, it's your fault I'm stuck here in the first place. And one more thing, I'm going to call SN from now on. Why SN? Strain app is hard to remember, so I went ahead and shortened it. Fair enough. Anyways, let me show you around. Low-key think this game might be an RPG. At least a little. Probably. So this is her room. It's cute. I just want to save. There we go. Well, I can't save, so I need to clear out the memory cards. High time. That was fun. I'll definitely play this game again for you, okay? And I'll clear out the memory cards. We'll start over and get to it. So, yeah, I'll play this for you again sometime, okay? So this is the pie. Before we